Damarri, was Saturday night kind of what you expected out of yourself? How do you feel you did?
I felt I played pretty decent. A lot of little things I need to work on, like cleaning up my feet, better eyes, reacting fast. But I feel like I played pretty good overall, and my defense did pretty good.
Those back-to-back pass breakups that you had was a pretty good sequence for that secondary. What did that kind of mean to you to even go back and look at it on film?
I felt like it goes back to like how we did in camp, bringing a lot of energy. And I felt like during that moment, like when I made that pass breakup, like my defense was with me, and we just expected to celebrate with each other, and it was just fun, like just having fun in games. So.
What's the mood in the locker room this week and in practice this week after the loss?
I mean, we got to go back to the drawing board, but there's a new opponent in front of us, which is Ohio, and they got a pretty good program in the MAC, and just got a game plan for them. But we already came back Sunday, watched the film, and cleaned up what we needed to. But this week, strictly Ohio.
Yeah, three guys that seem like they're pretty evenly matched for most of the time. Two spots back there. Did you expect to play about as much as you did?
I knew I would start the game off, but I know we had like a little rotation going on, but we did that throughout camp, so it was nothing new that I expected.
How much of the three you guys kind of fed off each other in that, whether it was what you'd call it a competition or whatever throughout this season?
We just all been getting after it, competing. I haven't really been worrying about who's gonna get the take. Just when my number's called, I can just go in and control what I can control.
When you have a mobile quarterback and the guy that can extend plays, I mean, how much more difficult does that make your job? And it seemed like it happened quite a bit on Saturday, but you guys did a pretty decent job of staying in position, even as Perkins kind of tried to find some room.
Yeah, it just makes you more disciplined as a DB. Stay on your receiver. Like you said, Perkins, he can extend plays and just brings that type of aspect to the game, that staying on your receiver. Finishing the play.
On those PI calls, I mean, those are calls that if the player turns around, it's probably not a call. What's sort of the key in figuring out when the ball's coming and when to get ready?
Well, like as a DB, our coach tried to teach us cool school. I don't know if y'all heard that before, but like just staying cool. You never beat until the receiver catch the ball. We try to play through the eyes and hands, but that's just pretty much it that goes into that.
What do you say? Cool school?
Yeah, that's what our coach call it. Like cool school, don't panic.
Coach Collins calls it that?
Yeah.
When did he implement that? When did he first bring that up to you guys?
I'm not sure, but
was it this year or last year?
We've been saying that. That's just been our motto. I don't know. We've
Okay.
just been saying it. So.
What kind of energy and contributions players make to the secondary this year? Didn't play much last year. What has he added to the secondary this year?
It just brings a lot of swagger, excitement, and we go off that. It's just contagious. As a whole team, as a defense, we just come together and play for each other.
Can a DB play this game without swag?
No, I don't think so. You need swag. Some type of way you got to show it. You got to bring that energy. And how, quarterbacks and receivers fearful. You know what I'm saying?
How do you bring the swag? What do you do?
I really don't talk that much, but you know what I'm saying. When in the game, when I make a play, I don't know. It's just natural. I can't explain it. It's just a confidence thing.
Nice to get your hand on the football there.
Yeah.
There were a few drives where you guys were backed up, in some poor field position. What changes when you guys are put in tough spots like that?
We keep the same mindset. We got to stop people. So when that happens, we don't really worry about the situation, but we know it's a tough situation, but we don't really worry about that. We know we got to do our job, which is to don't let the offense get in the end zone. So that's what we try to focus on as a defense.
How do you think Dane and Jason brought maybe that swag or whatever you want to call it on Saturday? How do you feel like they did?
They did good. They was flying around, was communicating good, just was playing together as one. And that was just a good outbreak for our first game, but we got to keep it going, throughout the season.
What makes Pierre such an effective tackler? Because to look at him, he's not. I mean, I look at your arms and I look at his arms, and his arms are smaller than your arms. I mean, it's not. He doesn't look like he's the big. I mean, I go next door to the Steelers, and Sean Davis has got biceps coming out of his shoulder pads. What makes him effective if he's not the biggest dude out there?
He plays with a lot of heart, and know what I'm saying? Like you say, he might not be the biggest, but in the game, you're going to think like he's the biggest because he just plays with straight heart and effort. And that's pretty much it.
Anything else?